Alright, game two. Unsurprisingly, he's playing first. This hand looks perfectly acceptable. Hopefully he does not have a fast, nutty infect draw. We're going to have Spell Bomb. We're going to have the ability to Stag or Warden. That is unfortunate. I forgot to play my words in Spell Bomb, which is bad. Nuts. That blows. Especially since I didn't, you know. It would have been nice to have this too, but I guess if I had that, I'd have gone Island and not wanted to play the Spell Bomb. Well, I would have played the Spell Bomb anyway, so. I mean, or I would have forgotten to play the Spell Bomb anyway. Maybe he has another one? Yes, he does. That is pretty cool luck, actually. So now, it doesn't really matter that we didn't. It would be cool to have Acolyte down. Although drawing a card is good too. I just played a land. I'm going to play the Acolyte. Let's think about this. He has something like Virulent Wound. You know, that's fine. If I don't draw a land next turn, we're going to start to get into awkward straights, though. So I am going to just pass here. On the off chance he has a way to get rid of our Acolyte, we are going to be way further behind than if we just take one extra poison. Draw a card. If we get to a land, we will have options. Otherwise, panic stations. That's a little bit unfortunate. But that's a Sky Hunter. And that is a Stoic Rebuttal. So, bummer. Do I really want to trade Sky Hunter and the Mirror token for his Ichor Mirror? And would he even let me? Or do I play Acolyte and hope to chump? Let's do that one. Could have left the fear of Steel Sabotage alive in his heart. There's a forest for him, so he's going to be running better from now on. So the Signal Pest makes our Acolyte a little silly. See, this is the other thing. Ichor Mirror got a lot better. I think it might actually be the best 2-drop Infector now because of one card, and that is Unnatural Predation. If the blocker dies, I mean, 2/2 is huge, and if you do that thing where you block and sack, and then you have a Tumble Magnet, that's cool. Not as cool as a third land would have been, but can't win them all. We could play the Sky Hunter here, but I think I would rather just have the Magnet down. Although I did give him a target for his Viridian Corruptor. He would need to draw a land and have it. Or draw a forest even, not just a land. I think I'm going to go ahead and Tumble Magnet the Mirror. I don't really, I feel like, especially since we have this Stag, that will eventually be able to reset it. We might swing with both, which is fine. I'm going to prevent one to me, obviously. Seems good. There's a land for him. One. Okay. I hesitate to say that's good. Okay, so now we're going to be running fine. The question is, do we want to do Lux Cannon or Galma's Warden. He's stuck on green right now. I would rather him Corruptor Deluxe Cannon, actually. And we're in a position where we can prevent ourselves from taking very much infect damage for a while. So, let's charge that so we don't forget. Like, you know, obviously it's not good to have him destroy the Lux Cannon, but it's better than the Tumble Magnet. You know, if he thinks that he can, you know, aggro me out by getting rid of the magnet, you know, this, if he doesn't have another answer to the cannon, this will get out of hand pretty quick. Spread the sickness, maybe. He's got 5 mana, 5 cards. That's why Moriak Replica's pretty good, ladies and gentlemen. Because, despite the fact that he played first, we are in similar situations, both board-wise, land-wise, and permanent-wise. I mean, I have, you know, my hand's pretty good. You know, I have Sky Hunter for his Stinger. I have Stag for my Magnet. Mimic Vat is something I would like to get rid of with Lux Cannon. Now, I mean, I am going to play both. Maybe I'll just play Galma's Warden this turn. Yeah, that seems okay. Well, Galma's Warden doesn't do much against Wall of Tanglecord. I would love to have drawn a second island, because I could play the Sky Hunter and pass on counter mana. But I don't know what the play is. We could play the Sky Hunter and the Husk, obviously, and pass the turn. We could play the Sky Hunter only. That doesn't. I mean, I think if we're gonna play the Sky Hunter, we should just play the Husk too. We could play the Warden, hope to draw a land, reset the Tumble Magnet, and play Husk. Banking on drawing a land isn't the greatest, but I mean, I think let's just maximize our mana. We don't have the resources to bluff a counter spell anyway. Yeah, I don't think I'll swing. Charge that for the time being. Mimic Vat is a card that, along with Calling Deus, is going to make me very sad and frustrated. If I were him, you know, just with the board I have, I would probably sacrifice the Signal Pest to the Calling Deus, and then start making, you know, the Pest is not a card you want around except to invoke Battle Cry. So that's what I would do. I mean, I would sack it at the end of the turn, use the Mimic Vat at the end of my turn to make a token, and then the Deus can even just sack the other token. So we've definitely made this public enemy number 1. That is okay. Black Cleave Goblin is a reason to have played Flare Husk in that situation, but I was not going to bank on it. I don't want him to have it on Mimic Vat particularly. So I'll take a poison. And that's the other reason to have played the Sky Hunter, is it could have blocked the pest. He didn't go for it, which is interesting. Land. White Sun's Zenith. Not okay, deck. But I guess we're just going to reset the tumble magnet here. He's down to 2 cards. So now, I mean, I still don't think he will let the Lux Cannon live if he draws his Corruptor. But the Magnet is at least a consideration now, I would say. So yeah, I think his play is at the end of, well, he doesn't have 3 mana now. And I am actually going to be happy to trade the Stag for the Mirror if I get that opportunity. Although, you know, because Mimic Vat could potentially die next turn. Except for this obnoxious Signal Pest, I could even prevent a damage, and the Stag would live. So, Corruptoring the Lux Cannon right now would kind of ruin my day. The other thing I could think about is blocking Warden to Blackleaf Goblin and just tapping the Mirror. It doesn't look like we're going to win down this Warden, so I think that's actually the play. I'll take 3 counters on the Warden. This looks like a Spread the Sickness. Well, this is a nutty interaction he's got going. Right. Do I want to kill the Blackleaf? Do I want to kill anything? Is the question. And the answer is not really. So I'm going to tap the... Well, it's going to die next turn. He can't have any way, so it's fine. It's fine for something to die. I'm gonna kill the Goblin, or let him trade 3 counters on my Warden for the Goblin if that is what he desires. He may not attack with anything, and then that Tumble Magnet will look a little silly. Nope, he sure did. So yeah, charge this. Land. No. I mean, again, we're still not in a terrible situation here. Gonna play down the Husk. I'm gonna save Lux Cannon for if he decides to try and put something on that Vat. I'm going to leave everything at home. And I'm gonna hold the recently drawn Choking Fumes. I'm probably gonna tap Molder Beast this turn. Choking Fumes gets rid of all his dudes. Could even kill the Molder Beast, but I don't want to. I'd rather do the Vat. I mean, the Vat is going to be kind of a huge problem to do. Septic Rats, sure. I am poisoned. Rotwolf. Empty hand. I'm going to let him swing with whatever he should so choose. And I hope he chooses all of his available attackers. Which would let me... Yep. Yep. Amazing.